Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing very well today. So today's video is going to be a get ready with me. I haven't done one of these in a while and I thought it would be nice just to kind of catch up and just do a really chill get ready with me. I'm going to be using some new products and then some not so new products, but let's go ahead and get started. So firstly, I do want to go in with a little bit of lip balm because I like to keep my lips hydrated as I'm getting ready. And let me tell you, go check out your Dollar Tree stores. I promise these items you're going to want to pick up, especially this, what I'm about to put on right now. This is from LA Colors, and this is a roll-on gloss, and I picked up the watermelon scented one, and I'm telling you, after trying this, I want all of the shades, all of the flavors. They are such nice glosses that smell so good. The roller ball on the gloss actually works. And they did give the lips a little bit of a tint, but this one smells really good. Again, this is the shade Watermelon, but they had coconut, they had cherry, they had grape. That one I probably wouldn't pick up because I'm just not a grape fan, but I mean, this is so nice and it smells and tastes so good. So let's go ahead and get started. I have this, and this is new to me. This is not new to the makeup world at all, but this is from Essence. It's the Hello Good Stuff Glow Serum Primer. I think this is supposedly supposed to be a dupe for the Glow Recipe Watermelon Dewdrops. I don't know yet. What the heck? What's going on with this? I've used the Glow Recipe Dewdrops before. They're not my favorite product. However, I know that they have a fairly large following because of just how dewy they make your skin look. But I will say this smells really, really nice. And this just feels more hydrating in my opinion. But I mean, I do think that gave my skin a little bit of glow. Let's do a little bit more. I don't want to be too crazy, but let's do a little bit more. Sarah Rose, I watch her channel. I love her like so much. She is such a unique soul. I feel like she does a really great job at just using what she has, but still pumping out really good content. Anyways, she has been using her dewdrops, mixing them with her concealer, and that's how she's been using like her dewdrops, and her skin has looked so pretty. And so I've been wanting to kind of, I don't know about dipping my toes into doing that, but I've been kind of interested in the dewdrops ever since I've been seeing Sarah do it. It's like, what is it on Mean Girls? Like we saw Regina do this, and so I want to do it. Not that I'm comparing Sarah to Regina, it's just same kind of vibes. Okay, so for foundation, I don't have a lot of new foundations. I recently picked up the foundation from Relove, which is an extension or a different brand from Makeup Revolution. It's very affordable. You can find it at Walmart. I have that one, but I just wasn't feeling it. So I'm going to go in with the newly packaged, possibly newly reformulated L'Oreal True Match Foundation. I do have the shade N3. And this is neutral light medium, and I'm just gonna do one pump on the back of my hand, and I have my trusty e.l.f. sponge here, and let's put a little bit of this on. My experience with this foundation has been really good so far. I'm probably the only person on this earth who hasn't tried the original L'Oreal True Match Foundation. So I have personally nothing to compare this to. But I do like this foundation. I've been really happy with it. All right, so it does look a little bit dark on me, but light 2 was going to be, or N2 was going to be really light on me, and I'd rather something a little bit darker than too light. So this is 1 pump. I'm going to go in with just a little bit more because I do apply my foundation with a sponge, and sponges are notorious for picking up product because it's obviously a sponge, so it's literally going to soak up liquids. So I'm going in with a little bit more because I want to feel confident in the coverage and maybe just conceal a little bit more of my redness. Okay, so I think that looks pretty good. Now for concealer, I'm gonna be using a newer one. I am going to be honest with you, it's not my favorite, but I wanted to showcase it here on my channel, and it's the newer Butter Glow Concealer from Physicians Formula. The reason that I'm not a fan of this is I'm not a fan of the coverage. I think it looks really beautiful at first underneath the eyes, but then I feel like the coverage kind of wears off a little bit as, you know, your skin kind of absorbs the product. And I picked up the shade light to medium. That's another issue. The shade range is not very great for this product. It's just, I don't know what it is with Physicians Formula that they can't come out with a decent shade range. I don't know why that is. It can't be funds. I mean, they do really well. I feel like they're one of the drugstore brands that tends to always have people talking about their products. Like, you know how some brands like Revlon, for instance, or Almay, like they can kind of get a little bit lost in the shuffle. I don't feel like Physicians Formula is one of those brands. And so I'm like, come on, Physicians Formula, like get with it when it comes to the shade range. I don't understand why they can't come out with more shades. So hopefully you guys can find a shade in this range that will work for you, especially if you've been interested in it. So I went in with a lot, so you definitely don't need to go in with that much, but like I said, I know that with this concealer, I need more coverage, so I'm trying to get that today. Okay, so I think going in with a lot kind of helps with me liking this concealer a little bit more, but I mean, you can see, I'll zoom in just a little bit more. You can probably see just how hydrated my under eyes look. I mean, it looks really pretty. It's just, like I said, I feel like I lose that coverage a little bit. We're gonna go in with a new Hard Candy product, and Hard Candy has really, really been killing it. I just feel like they have some really great newer products to their line, and this liquid contour is no exception to that. So this is their Face Bronze Off, and I picked up the shade Sweet Tea, which I think is the lightest shade. So this is a liquid bronzer, contour, what have you, and it does come in a doe foot. And this is a beautiful, beautiful product. I really am impressed with this. I really just kind of stripe it on, and I've had zero issues working with this product, blending it out. Overall, I just think it's very, very good. And I always stipple my products in because I do have stuff to cover up that all of that work I just did when it comes to my base, like my foundation, my concealer, I don't like messing with that. So I stipple. I honestly, I feel like I physically react when I see people like buff, because I'm like, oh my gosh, like my skin is way too finicky to do that, like to apply cream products like that. I have to stipple products on because I will lose all of that coverage if I go in and like buff them in and swirl them in and all of that. Like I can't do that. But I mean, you saw how easily that blended out, right? I mean, that looks stunning. So I'm gonna apply a little bit more, just kind of sweep it on right here, maybe a little bit right there. But how are you guys doing? It is March. Happy March. I hope that you enjoyed my February favorites video. February was pretty good. March has been a little bit rough so far. Work has just been a little bit stressful. Sometimes a little bit too much for me to personally handle, but luckily I have great coworkers and I love them, that they really do help me kind of get through the rougher days. So that's good. And then of course my husband's very supportive as well. So yeah, but I'm really excited because it's spring break this week. I have to work all week. However, I actually get Friday off. So it's actually St. Patrick's Day. I get that off. So that's this upcoming Friday. Really, really excited about that. Just having that extra day off will be really nice. And then in April, we get some good days off for Easter. So we're really excited about that. And then what's really, really exciting is my husband and I were actually celebrating our 5-year wedding anniversary this year. I'm so excited. I can't believe that it's already been 5 years. I mean, we've been together longer than 5 years. We met in 2016 and then we got married in 2018. But we are going to celebrate by going on a trip, and I'm really excited because we haven't really, like, we've traveled since COVID, but we've done more like family things. But this is our first trip since 2019, actually traveling somewhere, just us two, not seeing family to go do stuff. So I am really, really excited about that. And I know he is too. And it's actually the same trip that we did for our honeymoon, which is basically just visiting like the New England area. So we're gonna visit Massachusetts and Connecticut and maybe New York, we'll see. But yeah, I'm really, really excited about it. And so just some kind of exciting things that are coming up, and I'll definitely share with you what's in my travel makeup bag, because I absolutely love those videos and I hope you do too. But anyways, another Dollar Tree find. Again, check out your Dollar Tree. This is again from LA Colors and it's their cream gel blush. And I picked up the shade Adorned. I'm really excited about this. I think it's gonna do well. We shall see. I just squeezed some on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna go in with my cream blush brush, which is my Fenty 125 face brush. I love this, you know that. And I'm just dipping my brush in and then dipping off like some of the excess just kind of to the side of my hand. And then I'm going to, again, just kind of very gently stipple this on. And we'll see how this blends. So far, I feel like it's not, I mean, okay, it looks good. It looks really good, but I feel like where I first put my brush, you can kind of tell. No, that looks beautiful. This was $1.25. $1.25, you guys. Look at that. That is so pretty. And I'm not surprised. LA Colors has some really, really great products. Definitely don't sleep on that brand. This does dry down as well. Like, it's already dried down in the back of my hand. I'm sorry if I just blinded you. What was I thinking? It's already dried down in the back of my hand, so I have to go in with like a little bit more. I will say it was really, really annoying when I first opened those cream blushes because the seal, I guess because it released air when I opened the seal, it kept like seeping out, so I was like losing product. So that was really annoying. I kind of had to just like get a baby wipe and just completely wipe it off and just try to save whatever product I could. So they're just air sealed tight in there, which is a good thing, right? Like, they're sealed for your protection, but that was a little bit annoying. But other than that, I mean, it doesn't seem to be doing it right now, so that's good. But wow, look at that cream blush. I'm looking really, really glowy. Talk about a perfect look for spring. I'm really loving the way all of my makeup is looking. The cream bronzer is beautiful. I love that I went in a little bit more heavy with the concealer. I know that's probably a lot for some of you. Definitely do what you feel comfortable with, but Everything is looking really, really good. All right, now I definitely need to set the skin because I'm looking very, very glowy. And I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal Hydra Perfect Perfecting Loose Powder. I have the shade 916 Translucent. Love this stuff. I'm back on this one. I was using my Rare Beauty one for a while because I'm trying to finish that powder up because it's not a favorite of mine, but I got back to using this one and now I'm kind of obsessed again and I don't want to use the other one again. And I'm also going to set underneath my eyes with this exact powder. All right, so I don't think I need a ton more powder, bronzer, or blush or anything, but I am going to touch up just a little bit. And I found this bronzer at TJ Maxx, and this is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Longwear Matte Bronzer. So this is just the original like chocolate matte shade, and I'm just going to apply a little bit of this on my nose just so that my nose isn't stark white. Bring some up to my forehead maybe a little bit, but I know the foundation was already a little bit dark, so I don't want to go too crazy. Okay, I think that looks good. Let me check my mirror. All right, and then I'm gonna just add like a touch more blush. And I'm gonna go in, I picked up a different shade in my Essence Baked Blush. I picked up the shade Bold Heart. Look how fun this looks. This is such a pretty blush. It's like a red color. So I'm dipping my brush in really, really lightly. I'm not afraid of any bold blush. Nope. I love blush, you know that. And I mean, I literally am just like tapping my brush in so lightly because I already have that blush on. And while I could go on for days with blush, I don't want to look too blushed out, but I think that looks perfect. Maybe a little bit more on this side. But yeah, very beautiful. Really enjoy this shade. This is my favorite shade so far. I've tried 3. I hated one, so I returned it. And then I only have 2 left, and this is my favorite of the 2 that I have. Okay, for highlighter, I have another Hard Candy product. It's a newer product from Hard Candy. Please check out Hard Candy's products. They are so good. Like, they have come out with some great products. They also came out with liquid blushes as well in this line. They're just as good, but they also came out with a cream highlighter, and this is the Face Off Highlight, and I picked up the shade Champagne Breakfast. So here's what it looks like. It's a really nice just champagne color, and then here's what the packaging looks like. And then it does come with a brush on the other end, but honestly, with cream blushes with cream highlights like this, I just tap them on with my ring finger, and that has always worked for me. Even on top of powder, I think that they work fine. I don't notice any type of like lifting or anything like that. And again, I'm pressing down very, very lightly. All right, so I think that looks really, really pretty. So I'm gonna do my brows off camera, do some eyeshadow primer, and then we will be back for the eyeshadow. Alrighty, so I went ahead and did my brows, and I just used my ABH Brow Wiz, and I do have the shade Medium Brown. Love this. I'm back on the bandwagon with that one. And then for eyeshadow primer, I used my MAC Paint Pot in the shade Painterly. Love this for an eyeshadow primer. Now let's get into some eyeshadow. So I recently picked up the Wet n Wild Color Icon Tin Pan palette in the shade Call Me Sunshine. It is this beautiful, just kind of like yellowy, honey kind of inspired color story. It's very, very pretty. And I was inspired to pick this up by Sarah Rose. And I'm really, really interested in trying out this formula. Or not this formula, I've already tried out this formula, but trying out some, you know, what am I saying? trying out this color story because I really enjoy Nude Awakening. I liked Lights Off, but I have since decluttered that one just because I wasn't wearing it a whole lot. But let's go in with this shade right here and let's start building up the crease. I dipped my brush back into that shade. So it's not super yellow. I thought for sure it would be more yellow. It's definitely more, I guess, like honey colored. I mean, so far so good with this shadow. Not as honey or yellow colored as I would like it to be. It's definitely pulling up more brown, but I mean, it blended out nicely into the crease. I guess now let's go in, let's go in with this shade right here. It's like this mid-tone color, and let's start just deepening up the crease a little bit with this one. I'm not sure how much deepening this will actually do. So far, not too much, but that's okay. I'm just packing on more color here because I'm trying to make it as even as possible. Really want to do this bright yellow shade and then maybe this shade on the inner part, or no, let's go in with the bright yellow shade. So just so you know, those are the two shades swatched right there. But yeah, let's go in with the brighter yellow shade. I think that'll be fun. So of course I'm going in with my NYX glitter primer. Okay, and then we're gonna go in with this really bright yellow shade right here. And just apply this all over the lid. Wow, look how pretty that is. All right, so that is really, really pretty. All right, so here is the finished look. Really nice and simple. And I'm gonna go ahead and put on some mascara, and then we'll move on to the lips, and then we will be done. All right, so I'm all done with mascara, and I did go in with the Fenty Beauty mascara. This has been in my collection for a while now, unopened of course, but I wanted to try it out because I'm already getting through my mascaras here, and this is the Full Frontal Volume Lift and Curl Mascara. I don't love this. So there's that. It just takes a while to kind of build up, and I don't love that. But let's go in with the lip products now, and I'm really excited because I picked up the new NYX Fat Oil. This is the Fat Lip Drip Oil. I don't know how to I don't really know what the name of this is. Anyways, I got the shade Scrollin'. So really cute packaging with a fun kind of lime green lid. And I picked up more of a nudie color because I knew that these weren't super pigmented. So let's have this on as the lippy. They smell so good. Ooh. It is nice and thick. Oh my god, did you hear that? All right, I mean, I really enjoy this shade. What do you guys think? I think that looks really good, but I really love this look. Look how stunning this looks. Like seriously, I really, really like just how all of the products went on. Quick recap as far as the stuff that I used today. The Essence Hello Good Stuff. I need to keep trying this one out, but so far so good. I mean, I thought it felt really nice and hydrating on the skin, and I didn't notice too much of a glow, but maybe this is a product that gets glowier as the day goes on, like as far as like how your complexion will look. But I do look kind of glowy right now, but a lot of that is probably contributed to the highlighter. But anyways, the True Match L'Oreal foundation, really like this one. I had already tested this out a few times, and I do like it, and it does give pretty decent coverage, and it's definitely a really nice, just kind of natural finish. The Physicians Formula Butter Glow Concealer, I'm gonna have to keep using this one. I did go in with quite a bit today, and I think I like it better because I put on more coverage. But again, it's something that's because of the shade range and because it's not super blowing me away from the get-go. I'm not sure yet. As far as the Hard Candy Liquid Bronzer, pick this up. I love this so much. I am genuinely so shocked and so surprised at how much I love this. I think this is a really, really nice drugstore affordable option that you can pick up at Walmart, literally. And it was like, I think it was $8. It was definitely under 10. As far as the cream or liquid blush from LA Colors, which was from Dollar Tree, pick this up. This is so pretty. I know that I layered on the Essence blush on top, but you saw how pigmented this was on the skin even before I powdered, and you could still see it underneath the powder, which is a really, really good sign in my opinion. So really love this. Again, I have the shade Adorned. What else? As far as, I mean, I already really love the Pure Nude, the Essence Pure Nude Baked Blushes. This is the shade Bold Heart, which is the blush that I'm wearing today. Really enjoy this formula, and the shade Bold Heart is beautiful. And I would imagine if you have tan to deep skin tones, this would look absolutely gorgeous on you. Really enjoy the Hard Candy Highlight. I mean, you can see this, and normally I have a harder time seeing highlighter on camera. I don't know why, but you can really see it. So I love this. Again, this is in the shade Champagne Breakfast. Really, really enjoy this one. And then as far as the Wet n Wild little eyeshadow palette in the shade Call Me Sunshine, really impressed with this. This is the look that I created. I think it's really beautiful. I think this is probably a really nice affordable option if you do not have the Urban Decay Naked Honey palette. So far, so good with the quality on this one as well. However, I'm not too surprised by that because I love Wet n Wild. And then this lip oil. I mean, this is definitely more of a gloss in my opinion. I love lip oils. I have a ton in my collection, and this one feels more like a gloss, but it does feel really nice and hydrating. It's not sticky. I don't feel like my lips are sticking together as I'm talking right now, which is such an annoyance for me. So wanted to kind of quickly give an update on that one as well. But I hope you enjoyed this little get ready with me. It's just been some time, and I wanted to kind of catch up with you guys again. And I hope that you enjoyed. Comment below, how are you doing? I always love hearing from you guys. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also, I would love for you to subscribe and be a part of my YouTube channel family here. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will go ahead and see you in my next video. Bye.